Liza here. So today I am actually going to be doing a video a lot like my Bath and Body Works video a few months ago, but this one's going to be me talking about my experience working at TJ Maxx. I worked there for about 6 months, and I am just going to give you guys my experience, the hiring process, and pros and cons. All right, so a typical day at TJ Maxx, basically we would, I generally had an 8-hour shift. I only was able to really work a day or two a week, just due to my other retail job that I had at the same time. But TJ Maxx was really great. They brought me in for an interview. I got to go there, talk with the assistant manager. She wasn't really quite knowledgeable of my resume, I feel like, when I applied. She had asked me, "Is this your first job?" And I was like, "No, and I currently actually have a full-time job right now, and I'm working at another store, so-and-so." So I explained this to her, and she was like, "Oh, okay, well, I want you to know, like, working here is minimum wage," and my position was only really a minimum wage job anyways. It was a merchandise associate. So I was kind of in every department. I was backup register if they needed it, which I never ended up doing there. But yeah, it was really just this title basically. So I'm just trying to remember. So yeah, I worked like 7 to 8 hour shifts on the day that I was available, which kind of worked out because, they needed help anyways during that time of the year. And I honestly felt very welcomed at TJ Maxx. There was a lot of different people. TJ Maxx does not discriminate. They hire everybody, so anybody with a background, they hire and they give a chance to, which I think is really great. If it is your first job, they're very lenient with you. They work around your schedule, which was helpful. It was also helpful in my case too, because I wanted a second job. I, told them I have limited availability and that's just how it's gonna be, whatever. So yeah, I did basically all of that. Basically a typical day, what I did a lot of was unloading totes from the back room, putting merchandise out on the floor. I worked during the busy holiday season too, so it was very chaotic. We had a lot of customers, but we were seeing a lot of holiday product come in. And honestly, it was beautiful. A lot of the stuff we got was gorgeous. So working at TJ Maxx during the holidays was amazing. It was totally worth it. And we got our employee discount cards and everything like that. So it all worked out really well. God damn, it's so sunny out. Anyways, so we, my schedule, like I said, I generally worked depending on the day. Sometimes it would be 8 to 4 o'clock. Other days it'd be 7 to 3. So it really wasn't a long shift, and I still had the rest of the day to get what I need to get done and whatnot. So that was helpful. And I did work a couple night shifts just due to how my schedule fell at my other job. So yeah, that was always a conflict too, making sure I could get one place to the other in no time. So yeah, I enjoyed my job in the overall. My assistant manager was great. She was a little fun, and she had a wild personality from time to time. So I feel like talking to her, she was very much a person, and she was actually near my age. So it really made me realize TJ Maxx gives people opportunity too. I always would notice there's a full-time job opening. It'd be posted on our back room. If anybody was interested, we could reach out and let them know. So TJ Maxx, even if you come on as a part-time employee again, they will automatically look at you and give you an opportunity to become full-time or to do something else in that store from what you're already doing. So that's what I really liked, is they gave you a lot of opportunity. to do what you needed. There was no like strict, direct dress code as well, as long as you look presentable and nice enough to work, with customers and people. It really was not a very you need to do this or look like this or act like this kind of job. So it was nice to have that little bit of diversity, but also be able to work in a team and work alongside others, and really appreciate what I did for work. So yeah. The other thing about TJ Maxx is you really want to be open and like honest with your managers as well, because they can give you a day off like no problem. They just need to know ahead of time so they have somebody to cover for you or cover your shift for those days, or if you need to switch shifts. They were pretty great with finding somebody to do that with. So I remember there was every day that I was there, they would call me out bad. Be like, okay, can you work these days? Like, does this work for your schedule still? I tell them, yeah, that works for my schedule. That's what I need, to do to work. And yeah, it all worked out in the end. Like I said, it's a good place to work. If it's your first job, they'll be very lenient with you and really work with you on, what they expect, and really work with you on what you like to do. There's a lot of different departments in that store, so you could do jewelry, you could do dressing rooms, you could be the department manager of like the men's section or the women's section or babies. So it all really depends on what they need help with the most, is where they're gonna put you. So once you're doing that, you can reach out to the manager and be like, look, I need to do something different. I want to do something different in the store and see other aspects of this. At least at my location, they were very accommodating with that. So that was awesome. Now the cons of working at TJ Maxx, the pay wasn't the greatest. Like I said, I started minimum wage and I was already making way more than minimum wage at my other job. So, I don't know really, I wasn't really expecting to get a ton. It was a part-time job. I was expecting at least $11 an hour where I live, because our minimum wage is around $10.75, and I didn't even get that. So I was a little taken aback by how much they were willing to pay their employees. I knew some of the girls that I worked alongside had shared what they were making. A lot of them weren't making like a ton of money. So that is the one thing I think about TJ Maxx, like that they could improve, but you get quarterly raises, or yearly raise. I can't remember. It's either quarterly or yearly raises, the longer you're there. So, say you're there for a couple years, you've been making like $12 an hour, they'll bump you up to like $12.50. It's usually not more than that, but I guess it really depends on if your title changes or if you became like a manager or a key holder or whatever. So yeah, in the overall, TJ Maxx gave you a lot of opportunities. Like I said, there's always a full-time position that comes up when you work there. So if they ever need a full-time person in a certain department, they will tell you. They'll let you know. They'll give you an opportunity to apply in-house because you already work there. The only thing that would be, I think, a little bit difficult to me is depending on what they offer pay-wise, if that's something that you could do again. So, yeah, it really is all dependent on the person, what you need, what you want, what you're expecting out of a job. But I really honestly did enjoy my time at TJ Maxx. The one day I think that I really hated towards the holiday season was I hated doing inventory, and I really also hated just scanning products and putting new sale labels on them. It was the most boring shit I've ever done in retail. So yeah, as myself, I really enjoyed working at TJ Maxx. In general, like I said, I was only part-time, so I really only worked like a day a week. But in the overall, I did enjoy working there. I really felt comfortable around the team, which is very important in a retail environment, that you feel comfortable and that you, you know, we're okay with working with the people you were working with. So TJ Maxx was a good fit for me, I feel like. And like I said, they offer you full time a lot of the time. Yeah, I think it's really something to check out. If you're somebody who's just trying to get a job or get back into the work field, it's a really good place. It's very judgment free. At least the store that I worked at was. There's a lot of opportunity to grow. So if you get in the right hands, you can work your way up to the top. And unlike regular department stores, TJ Maxx does not have any sales that happen during Black Friday, which you know, I think helps a lot. I mean, the store is still very busy, but it's not to the point where it's unbearable for you know, us to handle. And also closed Thanksgiving and closed other prominent holidays. And not all department stores are. So I give TJ Maxx kudos for being that store that really cares about its employees and cares about the fact that they have families that they want to go and see and be with for holidays. So unlike Kohl's and a lot of those places, TJ Maxx definitely takes top rank. Yeah. The other last little thing I want to add is for full-time TJ Maxx employees, because I wasn't full-time, I don't know if they offer benefits. I'm not really sure what their benefits consist of, if they do offer benefits. I know for us, as part-time employees, we got some little benefits. So they weren't a ton, but a full-time employee, I don't know if you technically are able to sign up for health insurance and stuff like that. So being a full-time employee, I would definitely check in and see what my insurance options and stuff like that are. I know like bigger department stores, Walmart and Kohl's offer that. So I don't know if TJ Maxx does, but you know, if you want to go to TJ Maxx and you want to start working full time for them, definitely check and see what they offer. Just because I haven't been told, I haven't found out from like other coworkers who used to work there. I don't know what they offer, so it's definitely best to check your options and see what they may have. Yeah, that was my experience at TJ Maxx. I really enjoyed it. And I hope that if you guys have any further questions, comments, or concerns, you can message me below. I know my last Bath & Body Works video was very positive about that company, and this one was very positive about TJ Maxx. Because at the time when I was working there and didn't see, you know, the corruption going on at Bath & Body Works, it was a very positive experience and attitude and place to work. So yeah, I definitely would say that I had a good time at TJ Maxx. I thought it was a good company to work for. It's hard to determine what jobs are going to be good jobs and what jobs are going to be bad jobs in the end. So until you really truly leave a company, you won't really remember, you won't know exactly, okay, like what did I absolutely hate? What did I absolutely love? So yeah, but if you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to do that below. And thanks again for watching.